All right, we have to go on to our last topic, which is all about the use of traffic cameras to monitor cell phone usage. And Maryland mandated hands-free cell phones usage for drivers back in October of 2013. The law, officially called the Transportation Article, prohibited drivers from using hand cell phones while operating a vehicle. Instead, drivers are required to use hand-free devices such as Bluetooth headsets or the vehicle's built-in speaker system, yada, yada, yada. Now, State Senator Jeff Waldstrecker and Delegate Linda Foley of Montgomery County want to employ video technology to specifically detect a human hand using a cell phone. Mike, what do you think of this? You're sitting at a light, you're going to get a ticket.
I don't think a lot of this. I will say I get as frustrated as anyone following people who are going 10 miles below the speed limit because they're sitting there looking at their phone. And I understand that if they're doing that, they're obviously not paying attention to what's on the road, which is putting everyone at greater risk. And I think that that is truly problematic. But I don't necessarily believe that putting additional cameras out there is going to be the way to address this. And I was actually kind of intrigued. I know that Montgomery County Police responded in support of the bill, but the reason that they responded in support of the legislation, interestingly, is one of the points that Stacey raised, which is they don't have enough police to actually do the types of patrols that they previously did. And so I think we've got to try and find a balance. We did speed cameras many years ago, and the premise of the speed cameras was safety in school zones. And we've seen kind of that camels under the nose under that tent continue to grow and expand. And I think we need to be really careful about that.
Well, the civil liberty aspect of this is amazing. Stacey, it's worth noting that using a handheld cell phone for directions is one of the specific exemptions from the Maryland law. So how's the camera going to know whether you're getting directions or you're talking to your mom?
Oh, Casey, I love this and bring it on, especially because Linda Foley is one of the co-sponsors of this. And I ran against her in the last election. If she keeps this nonsense up, I might just do it again and dine on this issue all the way up to Annapolis. I find it this bill to be amusing and frightening at once. And you just mentioned civil liberties. And I thought to myself after I read about this, well, what's to say that I'm not holding a brush to my head when you took that picture? How can you define that that's a camera, a phone in my hand? And that I feel like this is a private space that you're invading. You know, when you get a picture of me speeding on the road, you get an exterior picture of my car, but now you're inviting yourself onto the inside of my car. And so for personal liberties purposes, I'm like, to me, that just seems like a real clear violation.
Well, I worry about it when I'm eating my meatball sub.
Meatballs are not illegal, Casey.
Dashboard dining to work.